Hey guys, Rich Scott here with another quick video. Today we're going to talk about the 5 benefits of becoming an authority in your field. So let's talk about becoming an authority in your field. If you don't figure this out, this is kind of the challenges that often come up that I hear with clients over and over again, is that it's always kind of a manual, tough process to get a lot of leads. So there's not a whole lot of people banging on your door. Number 2 is, if you do get some leads and you're not seen as an authority, ultimately you're always struggling with the rates that you charge. And then number 3, probably the reason why you're not getting higher rates is that you're always competing with somebody else. You're not an authority, so ultimately you're always fighting to get some business. But it doesn't have to be that way. The good news is, if we're able to figure this out, ultimately people are searching for us. We have way more opportunities for leads because we're kind of seen as an authority in the area. Number 2 is, we actually are able to charge higher rates. When you're seen as a person that has more experience, more expertise, just by default, we're often able to charge higher rates. And then number 3 is, instead of competing and fighting with other people, we're really typically the only one that's quoting on a particular opportunity, or we're the first and last kind of person that they talk to. All in all, we're the go-to person in our chosen field. So let's talk about the 5 factors to becoming an authority in your field. So the first factor is just being found. That's the word I want to use here, is you got to be able to be found. If nobody can find you, it doesn't matter how good you are, nobody knows about it. I've heard stats where it says 80% of the challenges companies have in business for marketing are still that people don't know about them. So that means getting a website, it means being found on the web, being found in your trade magazines or where your ideal clients hang out. But number 1, to become an authority, you got to be seen, you got to be heard, you got to be found. So the number 2 factor in becoming an authority is, I like to use the word friendly. Is you're not somebody that is stingy or grumpy. Is it somebody that's actually friendly and is willing to help? It's willing to give information, it's willing to publish and share. And so you have a friendly attitude with your colleagues, with your clients, with your prospective clients, just with people in general. As funny as it may seem, being friendly still is a requirement to be seen as a popular authority in your chosen field. Number 3, it's focus. Oftentimes I see this over and over again where people are trying to do things to everybody in every single way, and ultimately to become an authority, at least at the beginning, you've got to have some focus. Focus in the particular service, particular area, particular niche, so that you can actually develop an authority in it. Now that might be a geographic area, it might be a type of client that you serve, it might be the type of message or procedure or service that you offer, but ultimately you need to get focused to be seen as an authority. Number 4 is, you've got to have some free value. You can't become an authority in secret. And so this becomes difficult with professional services because often we're kind of looked at and paid based on our knowledge, our education, our expertise. And so the idea that we would actually give something of value for free freaks out at people a lot of the time. But in fact, it's the other way around. That if we're out there giving interviews, creating content, speaking, training, doing videos just like this, it actually places us as an authority because people can see what we do and what we know. And so giving that free value actually adds more value and adds more credibility to our authority. And finally, number 5 is, we're featured. Because we've gone out there and we're found, we're friendly, we're focused, and we create free value for others, it's no surprise that other experts, other PRs, other contacts, other authorities will actually feature us. I know that sounds kind of funny, but if we haven't done the first 4, it's really rare where we're going to be featured by others. Anybody that's influential or of any authority to our ideal client or our colleagues is going to feature us. So hey guys, hopefully that was helpful. Today we covered the 5 factors that contribute to becoming an authority in your field. Number 1 is you got to get found. Number 2 is you got to be friendly. People got to be able to connect with you and like you. Number 3 is you got to have a focus. Number 4 is you got to create and provide free value. And number 5 is you got to be featured. So would love your comments. Throw them in the chat box below. Let's continue the conversation that way. Until next time, Rich Scott, thanks for listening.